Do you want to smash Betfair up? Like literally knock it out of the park, hit it for 6, know how to do that all the time. If you do, you're going to want to watch this video all the way to the end, because this is step 3 of the Super Trader Framework, ladies and gentlemen. We've finally made it. We have made it to the last part, the last video. I broke this down into 3 parts, and it's been pretty cool. It's been really, really good to see your comments, people saying that they're all in, downloading the document. I can see that there's like 25 people reading this right now, which is really, really cool. If you want the full document, if you comment the word Super Trader below, I'll get it to you. If this is a warning, if you haven't watched video 1 and 2, why? Stop what you're doing. If you just found this video by accident, I'll let you off. But if you haven't, and you know about it, and you just go, oh, I'll watch the 3rd one, don't do that. Stop this video right now. Go back, watch the 1st one, watch the 2nd one. This 3rd one will make a lot of sense. Okay, so this is the video, and this is the part of the Super Trader system. I'll be honest, most of you will skip. Like, you'll just skip. Okay, but this is where the gold is. This is where the gold is, and this is where all of the work that you've done so far comes together. So don't skip out on a little bit more work when you've already done the heavy lifting of it. And the reason why a lot of people skip this is because they're probably a little unsure about their strategy right now, because maybe it's done so-so, and so many traders are asking for that amazing strategy straight away. But this is where we take that ugly duckling and we turn it into a beautiful, beautiful swan, and we make it so sexy, basically. But swans aren't sexy. No, they're not. I don't have a thing for swans. I just have a thing for sexy strategies on Betfair, to be honest. Now, first thing we need to do is we need to record our results on a spreadsheet. I use Google Sheets, and I do not overthink this. Okay, I know loads of you are going to be going, Ryan, where do I get a sheet? What do I do? Just comment below. Tell me you want the sheet. I'll give you a blank one that you can use, okay? But please do make sure you click File, Make a Copy. Don't request edit access, because this is the master copy, okay? So then what I do, I have that sheet, then I create another sheet. Now my sheet is very, very simple. If you don't want to download the one that I've got, you can use your own. This is the columns that I use: date, country, league, selection, types of trade, results, entry point, exit point, stake, profit loss, running total, okay? It might not be country, league for you if it's horse racing, so go for course, that kind of stuff. You know what to do there. Then I create another sheet where I track some of the additional data, so things that have happened in the match. Now remember, if I'm looking away from the camera, it's because I need my notes so that I cover everything here. Now this allows me to scale my strategy, because what I usually do is I track things related to my what has to happen question, because then I'm able to get the key market information for those. So for football, for example, I'll tell you what I track. What I track: football, half-time score, full-time score, match odds at the start of the match, your market odds at the start of the match, so it might be over 2.5s, your market odds at the entry, your market odds at exit. I track the time of the first goal, time of the second goal, time of the 3rd goal, home or away scored first, shots on target, shots off target, corners, dangerous attacks. Now just going through that list, I can almost hear the audible sighs of people, and people thinking, bloody hell, that's a lot. It is, okay? But all of those apps that you'll be using to like track your scores, Sofa scores, they have pretty much all of that information. It does not take you long, trust me. But you see, now I have the data, and data I think is the new currency. I go grab a coffee and I can start to look through the sheets, through the data in which I've collected, okay? Because what this allows me to do is not just look at the best leagues, it allows me to say, what's the average goal time? What are the odds saying? I can look at my sheet and I get all of the information, and I can see what the losing trades and the winning trades have in common. And this is massive, because once you spot a trend with your winning trades and your losing trades, you can just eradicate some of your losing trades and actually lean in a little bit more to your winning trades, which allows you to scale this strategy and make so much more money. And the data is there. It also shows you, oh, hang on a second, and this happened today. This is a real life example. Someone in BTC had followed the Super Trader framework and they'd said to me, I had an idea for over 2.5 goal strategy. Ryan, it was terrible. It was terrible. But like 96.4% of those games, I was like, what? We're over 1.5. Fantastic. Now, what that allows you to do is go, okay, well, I'll back the over 1.5. Now, wait, I know some of you are going, yeah, but the odds on the over 1.5 are terrible. But if you've got the data, you'll actually be able to tell me that. You'll also then be able to tell me that the average goal time. So even if you've been tracking the over 2.5 goals and not the 1.5s, you might think the odds are terrible. But the way you're selecting the games, 96% of those games has gone over 1.5. Amazing. What time was the first goal? 20 minutes. So you can wait to 20 minutes and then enter. Bang on. Bang on that. Now, another thing that I do in this section, I grade my trades. I actually go back over my trades and I grade them. Okay, I thought I was done with grades and all that lot when uni had finished, but no, I brought it back, guys. I'm sorry. But first one, are you following all your rules? Are you? And I grade myself on that. Am I staking correctly? Am I only doing the trades that close that gap? Remember, that gap is where you are now, where you want to be. And then the fourth one is, I'm actually grading my trades. When you do this, and it sounds so daft, honestly, it's so daft, but when you do that, it highlights where you're going wrong. And I guarantee it'll do the same for you. I grade my trades based on how well I followed the plan and the rules. I also note down why I picked this game over other trades. I do this so that I can compare if I pick the right one. Because that's another one of the things that you're going to be thinking about. How do I know, Ryan, that trade that I picked was the right one or not? You know, there might have been two trades that you were sort of mumming and ahhing and you picked this one, like this one here, and you didn't pick this one. Well, just note down, why did you pick this one? Why did you discard this one? Okay, and then just do a what if scenario as well. So keep a note of these ones that you are missing out. Why are you leaving those ones? Okay, are you right to do that? And are you right to run with this one? If not, you go back and you reassess. But this whole system, everything I've built for you, is just so easy to understand now. Because what I've done, okay, right now, is I've created a link from the results in the trade and how you trade them all the way back to how you actually pick the trades. Now, if all of your winning trades have X in common, well, then in the morning, you search for your trades. If you see a selection matching X, you add it to your list. And you know that it's a better selection. That gives you more confidence in your trades. I guarantee it makes you a better trader. So many traders that we work with, or we see, just sweat their trades. They're sat there and they're really forcing the trades. It's horrible. It's just not right. But this system allows you to not do that. You might even, like me, spot that your initial idea for your trade was wrong. And actually what works is something better. Like I said, that's how I built my very, very profitable half-time lay the current score strategy, because I'd collected the data. And if any members, by the way, want that filter, that strategy, drop me a message on the forum and just tell me you want my half-time lay the current score strategy, and I'll just export it and you can have it. So yeah, oh god, I can't even imagine how big this so needs to be. So many traders don't collect the data or enough data. So they spend so long getting excited about this strategy. You know, they've got this idea for a strategy. They're in the shower, they're like washing their hair, thinking about it. Like, this is a strategy that's finally going to take me profitable. This is a strategy that I'm going to be able to build on. But they just throw it away because they didn't track the data on it. So don't do that, okay? Now, how do you know if you're on the right track? Number one, are you following your rules? Okay, that's number one. Number 2, are you staking correctly? Yes or no? Are you only doing trades that close that gap from where you are now, where you want to be? Okay? And are you grading your trades? Just want to hit that point again for you, okay? Now, how on earth do we scale this? I know a few of you are going to be like, whoa, this has been quite a lot. The document I wrote is monumental. This is massive. But if you think back to when we started these videos, there's only 3 of them, you didn't have a strategy, or you didn't have a profitable one, and now you do. You've tested it, you've tweaked it, and you've made it profitable. Now what we got to do, guys, come on in with me. Do you know what we're going to do? We are going to scale that bad boy. Say it with me, scale that bad boy, okay? So what most people do, they just up the stakes after a few good trades. They've gone, bum, 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 bum. That's not you guys though, bum, bum, bum. That's not you, okay? Because I've said for years, if you can't control a small bank, you'll never control a big bank. Nope. If you can't drive a small car, you won't be able to drive a big car. Despite what you might say, I'm not going to squeeze an innuendo in there, okay? I'm not going to do it. I've seen so many traders come to me and think just because they've got a massive bank, it means they're going to succeed. That's so wrong. That is so wrong. They go, I've got 10 grand, how much can I make? Doesn't work like that. Does not work like that, Pedro. Does not. I changed the name of that person so that I don't upset them. Okay, Pedro. It's all about execution and bank management. If you jump stakes too soon, you'll just get out of control. If you're not ready to trade at that level, you'll do all the wrong things. You won't have confidence in your selections, which is the number one reason why people actually blow banks and make the wrong trades, because they're not fully confident in them. You're not that person anymore. I've given you the tools to be confident, because you'll enter a trade, it'll move against you. You'll just see this big red getting bigger because you're not used to seeing that size red either. It's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and you'll trade out, and you'll probably miss it. You'll probably actually trade out only for there to be a goal 2 seconds after you traded out. We've all been there. So what we want to do is we want to control the stakes, and we're going to manage the bank. We're going to build it slowly. We're going to use 2 to 4% of the bank on each trade for the whole month. Then the next month, hopefully you've increased the bank. So now your 2 to 4% is actually larger. The stakes are larger. It's just increasing naturally, compounding it. I know you're going to all be impatient buggers because that's what you are. Just go ahead and Google compound interest and let it sink in. Just play about with it in your own head, right? Look at your bank, grab a spreadsheet, right? This is a really cool thing to do. Grab a spreadsheet, look at the data of what it's told you for the last few months, based on the last few weeks, building this super trader strategy, and then play out that scenario. So how much, using 2 to 4% stakes, did your bank grow? Okay, now just keep doing that every single month. It's not going to be the same every single month. Some are going to be up, some are going to be down, but you're going to get an average eventually. But just so you get it in your heads, compound interest, what it can do to your bank, where your bank could be in 6 months' time. And I genuinely think you need to give this a good 6 months, okay? But and that's the thing, if all it took was 6 months of a little bit of graft, right? Just a little bit of graft for 6 months. It's not hard what I've taught you to do in this. You now have the power to go off and do this. And that gave you freedom for years. Wouldn't that just be worth it? Okay? Wouldn't that be worth it? There is one thing left to say. You, my Padawan, I'm a Star Wars geek. You're now a super trader. All of you guys that have got to this point, you're now super traders. You can go out into the world, right, and you can just smash Betfair to pieces. If you take action, that's what you're going to be able to do, okay? You're going to be able to do that. You now have the power to be profitable. I'm just going to pull in some stats that I pulled in from a report that we did, because I wanted to know how long it took people to get profitable, and the losses. 10,000 traders, okay? Yeah. Do you want to know what it is? 800 hours to be profitable on Betfair, £1,700 in losses. Comment below, let me know what you thought it would have been. Or even if you want to get real serious, tell me how many hours it's taken you think. Okay? Many people make the same mistakes that I have eradicated in this Super Trader framework for you. Okay? And I want to sort of end this whole series firstly by saying thank you to you guys for getting involved in it. I've loved doing these 3 videos. A few of you might be saying, what's next? Well, I've just put together Super Trader Level 2, which is this is after you've done this, the next step. I'm going to put that inside of the membership, inside of BTC. Sorry, guys. And we're going to do that live with the members coming soon. I can't wait for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. But I just want to then sort of end this with some information from Mark. Mark was a trader who came to us. Members know Mark now, Mark Maguire. He is smashing his trades. He's doing so well. He's doing really well. Really well. Really well. And he said this about the Super Trader framework, okay? And this is what you've just been through. I would say don't spend a penny on trading any systems until you've gone through these videos. It's almost the gateway from thinking trading might be a nice idea to actually having the tools to do it properly. In terms of where I am, it's refined so much already and I've still got videos to go, but also dropped in a few moments which, without getting carried away, have elevated things. The best analogy I can offer is to compare myself to a caveman. I've been lighting fires using sticks and rocks, but you've just handed me a box of matches. Traders, it's the best place for me to end. Guess what the word is going to be today? Matches. You comment the word matches, that tells me that you've watched it all the way to the end. You're committed. You are a super trader, okay? Now go out into the Betfair world and light as many freaking fires as you can. I will see you with another video very soon.